Hey guys, Slaughter here with another quick Star Wars lore video, and this one has been in the works for a while, but I've had to do some reading and do a bit of research. After Episode 7, many fans speculated that Finn and Poe might actually be gay, and that they eventually might have a relationship with each other. I'm not sure I necessarily believe that, but I think it brings up some interesting issues, and that's the Star Wars universe has a galaxy with trillions if not more people, but we've never seen a gay person on screen. What about in Star Wars Legends and in the new Star Wars canon? So that's what we're going to be talking about today, the history of gay people in Star Wars canon and Star Wars Legends. So let's start with Legends, a universe with hundreds of books and probably over 1,000 media properties. I was kind of surprised to actually learn that the first gay character actually came in 2003 in Knights of the Old Republic. Juhani, who is one of your party members, will fall in love with you if you play as the female main character, but not really when you play as the male character. Now, it doesn't really go into detail, and the love connection isn't really fully explored, it's just kind of mentioned, but it's certainly there. Interestingly, a love connection is, if not implied, at least suggested between Juhani and her close friend Belleya. So much so that if you kill Juhani during the main game, Belleya will turn to the dark side and try to kill you, and this is what Juhani says about their relationship. She was a dear companion to me for many years. We spent many nights together alone under the stars. So take with that what you will. Interestingly, in the first version of Knights of the Old Republic, you could romance Juhani whether you were a male or female character, so she would have been bisexual. However, later updates to the game restricted that to the female character only. Next we go to 2006 and the character of Goran Beavan. He was a Mandalorian and fought as a bounty hunter during and after the Yuuzhan Vong War, appearing in the New Jedi Order and the Legacy eras. It's initially revealed that he's in a relationship with a character named Medrit Vasur. However, you don't actually meet Medrit until several books later when you learn that he is in fact a man. And really it appears that these two characters are the first, and perhaps based on my research, the only gay characters appearing in any Star Wars Legends books. Interestingly, the two are married, and they do have an adopted child. Alright, so aside from what I've just mentioned, there are several gay relationships within the MMORPG Star Wars The Old Republic. I'm not going to talk about that today because a lot of it just depends on what gender your main character is, and really there's probably enough there for a whole nother video, but the gay relationships in that series didn't come until 2013. Let's now look at Star Wars canon, a universe which has, unsurprisingly, more openly addressed the issue and the presence of gay characters. Let's talk first about Aftermath Life Debt, a book which details, although only briefly, the Empire's views on sexuality. And it says, as long as it happens behind closed doors, they won't really interfere, but that publicly, they're a family-first organization, and that they want breeders more than anything else, clearly precluding gay relationships. So it seems like the Empire kind of employs a don't ask, don't tell policy. And in the Aftermath series, we also learn about Sinjir Rath Velus, who was the first openly gay protagonist in a Star Wars story, although it's not really hugely bearing on his plot. Interestingly, in Aftermath, there is also a throwaway line to another character's gay parents, although it doesn't really talk about them, other than that they were killed at some point. There's also Esmelle and Shirene, who play a minor role in Aftermath and are a lesbian married couple. Finally, the book Lords of the Sith introduced Delian Moors, a Moff in the Galactic Empire and a lesbian with a deceased wife. She's portrayed as a dangerous villain, although personally, her life does enter some turmoil after her wife dies. Anyway, other than that, some have argued that Zero the Hutt, based on some kind of stereotypical qualities that he has, may be gay. Although Hutts are sexless, and it has been revealed that he is attracted to women, so he's not gay. Anyways guys, that is the history of gay and lesbian characters within Star Wars Legends and Star Wars canon. Personally, I was pretty surprised to find out that Juhani was the first gay or lesbian character, particularly given that the Star Wars universe has trillions of beings and that there have been hundreds, if not more, Star Wars books. But I mean, much of this comes from the fact that Star Wars was created in the 70s, and that much of the story doesn't really explicitly deal with sexuality and relationships, even with heterosexual couples. Anyways guys, this video was a little bit different than the stuff that I normally do, but I hope you learned something and that you enjoyed it. Let me know down in the comments. I've also made a poll on whether you think Finn and Poe are gay, and You can vote on that by clicking the annotation in the top right corner of the screen. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Check out my second channel. I'll put a link down in the comments. I recently did a video on my top 5 favorite science fiction movies, and I really think you guys would enjoy that. Besides that, as always, may the Force be with you.